Hello, YouTubers, diecast collectors. It's Jared White, the J-Man 63, and this is gonna be the last live stream of the night. I'm pretty much done after this one. It says I got a view on that. I think that's just my own viewing the channel, so I don't think I'm gonna have much of an audience here. But I'm asking you guys as a whole. As you know, I've done my whole room up mostly. This is mostly gotten done, all of it except for the artwork there. And except for maybe a couple select pieces I'm going to do up here and maybe a few things here and there. There's going to be a few pieces of artwork that are going to go up there. And then, of course, as you know, my whole shelving unit got done today, which looks really great. And everything in perspective in my place looks really good so far. And my aunt she says, I can't see what you'd want to do, what more you'd want to do. I mean, there is one thing in this room that really is the big, it's this. This has got to get covered by some kind of balance or something. And I have the perfect one in mind. And put the camera back. The window, I need to definitely get some window treatments up in this room for sure. I found one that's like a flaming hot rod truck that is going to go absolutely perfect, and it's the right exact size for this window because this is the largest, most broad size window in my house, and it needs a window treatment. So that's the next thing for this room: a window treatment, a desk, and probably 2 more shelves behind there. Those are next things on my list to get for this room. Now I'm asking you for a blank spot in my house, which is back there. That is a stairwell. If you can, post some ideas. Give me some comments. I need some ideas on how to get the walls of that blank stairwell decorated because the rest of it looks great so far. I love the way it's looking. I gotta say, I'm very pleased with all my DIY projects that have come out perfect. Even the shelf with the minor imperfections that I did make on it, the shelf still turned out really good. If you haven't watched the live stream of me assembling the shelf, it's pretty fun to watch, so check that out. Watch a whole few hours of that. I probably should have edited the video, but you know, definitely check that out. And if you can, make sure you give me some ideas as to what to do with the stairwell because it's so blank and boring and I want to do something to it. I can't stand having the stairwell all blank and boring. I want some ideas on what to do. Like my first thought here, I enjoy constructive criticism to the fullest. Whatever you guys want to say, if you don't think the place looks good, if you think the place looks good, how the man cave is coming along, definitely voice your opinions, and that's what YouTube is for. Keep your opinions voiced. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine. That's an opinion. They're like a butthole. Everybody's got one. So I appreciate them and hearing about them. Not that I appreciate. It's an exit. That's as far as I'm concerned. But no, I really want you guys to make sure you voice your criticism. And my idea, first off, is to have a couple like industrial pipe shelving, like the pipes that go up and have a curve to them, and have a wood shelf about every few feet in the stairwell. My problem is the stairwell is a pain in the butt to decorate. It will take a lot of work, a lot of measuring, and a lot of planning to do right. And I don't want to do it wrong. I've seen so many people do stairwell ideas, screw them up. The stairwell is my biggest fear in doing that thing right there. So post comments if you can, view this video. So I need ideas for the stairwell, guys. That's like the last thing on my mind, unfortunately. I know it's the first thing people will see when they come in the house, usually in the foyer, but that is honestly the last thing on my mind. I'm probably going to get the window valance done, sadly, before I start the stairwell. It would be nice to get that done, but I don't think the stairwell might happen in 2020. I'm going to say it's doubtful. The stairwell really is the last thing. It's probably going to be the cheapest project because I'm going to have to spend maybe like $100 to get the shelves at Hobby Lobby or something like that. Because Hobby Lobby would probably be the one I would buy them from because they are the cheapest on there and they're the most quality ones that I've seen for the price and money online to buy. But my idea is to have like maybe a couple industrial shelving every few feet spread throughout the stairwell, like 6 or 8 of them maybe. I'm planning to buy up the stock on Amazon if I can, so that's my whole idea there, is to have those for like display purposes and pictures and stuff and all that, or whatever I have left in my collection to display. I'm not really sure. And eventually I wanted to put some metal signs like gasoline memorabilia, stuff like that. That's my whole idea, to do those above like the metal shelving units. Of course, this is all going to take a lot of measuring, a lot of planning, and a lot of work to do. The stairwell is not going to be something that's going to happen overnight. I have a feeling there's going to be a few nights of me having to plan this out, as I did with the rest of the man cave. It has taken some time to plan things out and get things done the right way. It hasn't taken too long, thankfully, but I have a feeling it's going to take at least a year before I'm fully situated with everything and I've gotten everything finished to my liking. Of course, this room, if it's by any stretch of the imagination, shows that where I've done the most work, it definitely does, because, I mean, if you look at it all, you'd think this is the home of not just some, well, it's the home of somebody that had lived here for a few years, not less than 8-9 months or so. So, I mean, I can't get the right camera angle on this shoot. But if you look, I mean, you would think this would have been the home of someone who lived here for like 9 years or so. Oh, infinity screen. Yeah, infinity. Yeah, so I mean, you would think it would have been the home of somebody that lived here for like years and years and years, except to me it's still unfinished, and I don't know if it ever will be finished. I mean, it probably will get finished at some point. My whole census is the finishing touch is just getting all the walls decorated the way I want. Once the walls are all decorated, once the shelving is all up here, once I've completed the bottom level, once I've completed, I think I'm probably going to do the patio when summer hits. June's coming, so hopefully I'll be getting the back money and the SSI money that I'm owed. Unfortunately, SSI has not been paying me. They dropped off the and paying me the full amount. So hopefully it'll all come out in the wash and they'll pay me back the money that they basically owe me pretty much. Because I'm honestly going to send them an email pretty soon here telling them they basically owe me money because I have been out of work for the past 2 months. So I'm going to have to call the office and say, look, where's the rest of my money here? Because you guys basically owe me for these past 2 months because I haven't been working. So basically just report wages and in a nice way tell them that they do owe me, which they basically do. Not to be entitled, but they really do owe me back money for these past 2 months for real. But hopefully once I get this power bill paid off, which is a big $200 hump that I got to get over this month, and then once I get all my bills paid off, once my EBT card gets reloaded again, once all the food goes back on my card, once all that goes through, I should be good the rest of the month, and I'll just wait for my orders to come in and keep doing unboxings for you guys. So hopefully this whole video title can help grow the channel some more. But I would appreciate your ideas on the stairwell, and any future ideas would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, definitely in here, since I already have, that shelf right there. I mean, since I already have this kind of color and theme going on with this shelf, I'm thinking the rest of the shelves in here have to follow that black kind of theme. So that's why I bought those shelving units off of Facebook. They weren't that hard to assemble, to be honest. I made that video look a lot harder than it was, but that was really a piece of cake to assemble, that whole shelving unit. So if you do buy those off of Amazon, I would highly recommend assembling it yourself and not paying the extra labor and money to do that, because it really costs way less just to go down to Harbor Freight and buy a screwdriver and a hammer to assemble these things. They're not rocket science. So if you are a DIYer who does like that, then just picking the regular plan of assembling it is kind of ludicrous in my idea. Not really worth the money to do. But yeah, it went together well, and it actually is pretty stable. So the shelving unit that I got, I pretty much give it a full 10 out of 10. It really holds a decent amount of cars for what it is, and it's not too much wider than I really wanted it to be. I mean, it fits what I thought it would fit, so it works out really well. Hopefully the other two shelves I order will be a little bit wider, because if they're that skinny, then that's kind of going to leave a lot less wall space, and I don't want to leave a whole lot of wall space back here. I want this whole white wall to be covered with, to have some cars on it, to be honest with you. So yeah, for real, I definitely want this whole room. I mean, I want my wallpaper basically to be die cast, pretty much. That's my whole going head theme of the place. That's my whole going head idea. Some people may not like it, but that's them. That's their criticisms. That's not mine. So I'm doing it the way I like, guys. I mean, if you don't like it, that's you. But I've definitely done a lot of work over the last few months. It's been hard. It's been a lot of errand running, a lot of doing this and doing that with my mentor. Thankfully, we've been able to connect and get out there and do the few essential things that are needed to keep this place going and keep this channel running, because I do this for you guys. I don't own a car. I don't drive. So, you know, I do this for you guys. I still have a drive and an ambition, but I just try to keep things going, guys. And, you know, as much as work as I've put in this channel, I really hope that you guys have been checking me out. I mean, I've been trying to get my views up, my view count up, subscriber count up. Real quick, go in here. I mean, hopefully you guys are definitely checking it out. But yeah, I mean, I try to get these live streams out to you guys. We have 689, so we're way back to square one. So I don't know what's going on with that, guys. I don't know why we went back. We jumped down to 689 or whatever, but I really want you guys to help me grow my brand and keep my channel going, for sure. But if you have ideas on how to decorate the stairwell and do all this up, then let me know in the comments down below. I feel like my eyes are starting to get a little groggy and stuff, so I'm going to end the stream, I think, right here. So if you have ideas on how to decorate my stairwell or do anything else in the man cave, and if you think I'm doing a good job, make sure you post a comment. All right, I think I'm going to go to bed now, and it's probably time to end the stream here. So have a good one, guys. Bye.